Well, so here's my daily questionable lookup, and today, this time, I decided to ask Google if does every home in the United States need to have a address, a physical address, and their AI came back and said yes. Essentially, every home in the U.S. needs a physical address. While some may have a virtual address, a proper home address is crucial for what is the number one thing it says? Banking, voting, paying taxes, employment, obtaining insurance, receiving legal documents, and getting identification. Hmm. Funny how all that stuff ties into either government, uh, employment, or banking, or pretty much anything in the so called quote unquote economy, but has nothing listed as far as it comes to the community. Why do you need a physical address for the community? It's not even listed here. It's all for economic reasons. And then it says is essential for functioning as a member of society, including receiving legal documents, assessing various services, and potentially even voting. But then you come down here. It's a habitable structure, commercial or residential, and should have an address. What is habitable? Any building with facilities designed for sleeping, eating, education, employment of humans. I wonder why they said employment of humans in there. And it's funny how they don't mention bathing facility. It says sleeping, eating, and education, and employment of humans, but it doesn't say anything about bathing or healthcare or hygiene. It's like it says, yeah, it's you can eat there, you can sleep there, you can educate yourself there, you can work there, but you can't clean. You aren't required to clean yourself there. You aren't required to make sure your hygiene is okay. But everything else, work, education, eating, sleeping, probably even fucking, that's probably okay too. And then you come down here, it says, can a property not have an address? Unregistered or vacant land may not have an address, but often is recorded as unclaimed property in government records. State treasuries have databases of unclaimed property, including land, so it's easier for buyers to find overlooked opportunities. Well, and this is January 25th, 2025, and there is when this was posted, I guess. Unclaimed property uh, that includes land. Huh. Very interesting. Do you have to have an address to your house? All property owners, both residential and commercial, should have a street address of their property on the side of the building that faces the street. The numerals used should be large enough to see from the street and made of or finished with a reflection of reflectorized material so they can be seen in the dark. You can live without a permanent address in the U.S. without losing the ability to bank, vote, pay taxes, or be employed. Oh, here we go. Get health or vehicle insurance. Get health or vehicle insurance. Receive legal documents, or get an ID a essentially a domicile. A domicile is required for functioning as a member of society in the United States. For functioning member of society in the United States. So they want you to be a functioning member of society is what the U.S. wants you to be, a functioning member of society. So let's take a look and see what that primarily is supposed to be. Definition. A functioning member of society refers to somebody who is actively contributing to their community and following societal norms and laws. This typically involves having a job, participating in community activities, and generally behaving in ways that benefits others and respects the established social order. I think that's the part that I have a problem with right there is the established social order. I have very little respect for that. It's like majorities do not make choices for you. Your consciousness makes choices for you. So why should a person surrender his or her conscience to a social order? With all due respect, I should be able to decide what to do with my own consciousness and what I do in reality. And as long as I don't harm or inflict any sort of pain on anybody else or involve myself in anybody else's business, then why should I have to be required to respect the social order of the society, being a function member of society? I don't want to be a part of the societal order. I should be able to choose that. Contributions to the community, following laws and social norms, respecting for others, adapting to change, being able to adjust to new situations and challenges. Well, I'll be damned. Huh. That one I did not see coming. It almost like it's saying they require you to have critical thinking for new situations and challenges. But I don't see very much of that going on in society. Staying informed, being aware of current events and political issues to make informed decisions. Engaging in civic life, participating in the community activities, voting, and staying informed about local and national issues. Seeing support when needed, having a strong network of friends and family, or seeking professional help when facing challenges. Remember, this is to be a functioning member of society. It says, seek support when needed, having a strong network of friends or family, or seek professional help when facing challenges to be a good functioning member of society. So you might want to seek therapy if you got some challenges in your life. You might want to get therapy. So yeah, very interesting how they want people to be a functioning member of society, but then these are the things that they are. These are the characteristics of being a good functioning member of society. If you have a problem with that, you might want to seek professional help. You gotta love the U.S. government.